Good morning. My name is James Little, and my company is Mass Spec Interpretation Services. Today, I will be discussing Wiley's newly released software for processing mass spec data. It is part of their vendor-neutral data processing solution called KnowItAll, which is utilized with a variety of spectral techniques including mass spec, NMR, infrared, and others. My presentation today is entitled An Overview of KnowItAll Software for Unknown Identifications in EI-GC Mass Spec Analyses. In-depth training resources for this software can be found on my personal website. There are 5 primary software functions in the KnowItAll mass spectrometry software. The first being Process It, which manually processes nominal and accurate mass EI-GCMS files. Search It, which manually searches EI spectra, structures, names, and other properties. Mine It, which displays EI manual search results plus the search results from other fields. MS Expert is an automatic deconvolution of nominal and accurate mass EI-GCMS files. And finally, Chem Window, a structure drawing program that's integrated into the software. Also, the new software contains the very novel adaptive MS search, which greatly extends identification capabilities for compounds not present in the EI libraries. This capability will be discussed in detail in another video. But now let's go to the KnowItAll software. If you look to the left of the screen, you'll see this long bar. That's where all the functions are that we're interested in for processing data. Currently, you can see that I have Chem Window open since I have a structure shown. But let's go get some mass spec data. So if you go to the bottom here, you'll see spectral processing. Click on it. And now at the top, you can open Process It. We have a EI total ion chromatogram of a GC mass spec analysis shown in the top pane here. You'll notice that the background has risen during the analysis, so it would probably be wise to background subtract to spectrum, which is easily done with the KnowItAll software. So we take a foreground here, we go take a background here, and in the bottom pane we have our EI corrected mass spectrum that we can send for searching. But also notice I have more than one file open. This allows me to quickly jump between 2 files when I'm working on a project, V50 in this case, and OBAN, without having to close a file and open a file again. Now we're ready to send the corrected spectrum to Search It. To do that, we go up to the top bar here where it says Transfer To, and you pick the function you want to transfer to, which would be Search It. I'm starting a new search, so it'll add it to a separate tab at the bottom of the screen. And what Search It does, it allows you to pick the type of search you do within KnowItAll, but it also allows you to pick other parameters, including the libraries to be searched. So I've already set this all up for the number of libraries I'll search. Now all I have to do is click the Search button, and the software will search 1.2 million reference spectra in a very, very short period of time and come up with the results. On the top, we have our unknown. On the bottom, we have our best hit, which in this case is ethylbenzene. And you can also see at the bottom here, it has a hit quality index of 97.80. But one could look through to see other possibilities. It might be 1,2-dimethylbenzene is another possibility, but it's easy to quickly review these results. As before, all the searches are stored at the bottom here as separate tabs, so the user can jump back and forth between the current and previous search results. So let's look at the last function, which is MS Expert. So we go down to the bottom left hand of the screen and click on Spectral Processing to bring up at the top the MS Expert icon. Just click on it. And let's open the same data file for processing that we did manually, except the computer will do everything automatically. So we'll open up this V50 file in CDF format. You can see the chromatogram that is one that we processed manually, but now when we open it, it'll take out all of the background here And if any compounds are not well separated, looks like there's a shoulder here, it'll automatically separate those components via the program and get good results for the mixtures. So let's open the file. What's happening is it's doing all that work, but it's doing it amazingly fast. You can see all the identities being populated, and it searched essentially for all of those components that were here. It did 1.2 million spectra compared to the unknown to find the best fit, which is really amazingly fast. So if you look at the bottom here, let's go pick one of them. Let's pick this methane oxybis, for example, up here in the list, 3.198 minutes. That's another name for dimethyl ether. We can see the structure of dimethyl ether in the bottom here, if you look all the way at the bottom. And you can see the extracted spectrum is on top, and the best hit, which is dimethyl ether, methane oxybis, is on the bottom. But if you look up one pane, you'll see the extracted spectrum again shown on the top here, but you'll see all of the background that it had to get rid of in the raw spectrum before it could do a good spectral search. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this overview of the 5 primary software functions of the new mass spec software from KnowItAll. However, if you need to know how to actually use it, please go see my in-depth training on my personal website. Goodbye.